Close the door, Tiffany. Hi guys, I wanted to document this. I've done this before, but I remember while I was in Bridgetown today, the Lord was reminding me to speak this again. I'm going to mention two dreams that the Lord gave me. In one of the dreams, where I was standing, where we had the crusade, I had a dream from the Lord where I saw water coming from the careenage. The water came from the careenage and it flooded Carrington Village. The water got so high that the Globe Cinema was underwater. That's how high the water was. The Globe Cinema, the whole of Carrington Village, the water had reached right to the stoplights, to the top of Government Hill. So while I was in Bridgetown today, we were driving and the Lord reminded me of this, and I needed to document this again. I needed to document this because I think the crusade we had in Bridgetown was it was a successful crusade. But I believe that God wants me to tell the people what is to come, and I believe this is going to happen soon. I had another dream concerning which I document. Concerning the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom and Russia. In my dreams, I was in Russia, and while I was there, I had the opportunity to go into the palace. I think that was Vladimir Putin's palace. I don't know what it was, but I had the opportunity. And as I had this opportunity to go there, I can see political prisoners. There were political prisoners that was tied up. They were tied up in this room. It looks like an underground room. I had the opportunity to speak to a young man, I believe in the dream, that was a political prisoner. This dream was like something else. And as I saw this young man that was the political prisoner, I had the opportunity. I saw like those prisoners had hoods on their head. I had the opportunity, by the grace of God, to walk through Russia. There was something that needed to be done with my passport. So the guy started to talk to me about Russia. The guy started to talk to me about an underground tunnel that was being built. And he started to talk to him about this underground tunnel, and the underground tunnel from Russia to the UK. If Russia invades, and I'm hearing that this is on the news right now, but we're gonna look at the Facebook Live that we did before and posted to let you know that this was prophesied before. The underground tunnel. When Russia invades England, the United Kingdom will not win. Because from what I saw in the dream, there is underground tunnels that has been built. So the Russians will have an overhead over the British soldiers. Let's get ready for all that is happening. I'm still very tired. But I wanted to document this again, and we'll look for the other, we're going to look for the other, the one that I did ever since, to let you know that this was prophesied a couple of years ago. All right, so we are getting ready to come to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, my duty as a servant of God is to pray for many. We saw many that was free from the vaccine today. And what people do not understand is that that's a poison that is in your blood. I think when people realize that I was not touching much people, let the power of God be seen. I barely touched people today. The power of God has to be seen. People must understand that Jesus is real. Okay? Jesus is real. All right? But and I believe that St. Vincent would be really powerful. The island of St. Vincent, we are looking forward by the grace of God to see many saved in St. Vincent and to see many deliverance in St. Vincent. I don't operate like other ministers. I truly believe those that work with me has to learn to understand me. You have to learn to understand me as a person, because the way I move is very different. God bless you. All right, so this crusade was much prayer. We had our pastors from St. Lucia that was praying, and we had people praying from all around. So we had people praying from all over, and our pastors in St. Lucia were praying. Good night, good night. So a lot of people are getting to know that this vaccine was a poison, and many prime ministers knew that they were giving the people poison. All right? They knew that they knew it was a poison. The reason why, not me or my family, because we read the book of Revelations and we know that that vaccine was the first part of the mark of the beast. The second part will be the ID card that they will issue. And the third part is the chip in the hand and in the forehead. We are truly living in the end times, and we need to do the best that we can do to get our life right before God and walk in the, by making ourselves available to God. Good night to you. Good night to you. Tell me where you're watching me from. I'm a bit hot though, guys. Tell me where you're watching me from. Can you tell me where you're watching me from, guys? Tomorrow is going to be a very interesting, God's willing, it's going to be a very interesting time at church. It's going to be an interesting time at church. And as you watch, you will see God in action tomorrow, God's willing. All right, so the St. Lucians, those of you that are watching me from St. Lucia, you will see that I didn't pay nobody, which they said that I pay people to fall down. Help us, Lord. All right, but so many of you are asking me to come to your country. If I could, but they will see that. So when I go to St. Vincent and the rest of the island, would you say that I pay people too? Okay, you saw the power of God. Yeah. All right, so you are next, God's willing, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You know, so now those of you from St. Lucia, even with the young man you saw a woman walk from a wheelchair today. Those of you who said that whatever you were saying about that man in the wheelchair, a woman walked from a wheelchair today. All right, a woman that has been in a wheelchair for a couple of years. I cannot help anyone that don't have faith. My faith is connected to the people, and if you don't have faith, I cannot help you. You know, so I cannot help a person that don't have faith. So those of you from St. Lucia had the chance to watch the naysayers. You had a chance to watch today. And so are you going to Guyana soon? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. All right, Guyana have to be set up. I don't have crusade at night though. The Lord is leading me not to have crusades at night. You felt the Holy Spirit in Trinidad. God bless you. I don't want to have crusades at night. Guyana will have to be set up. You have to call my publicist, 1246-249-3265. I don't mind coming back. I've been to Guyana twice. That's when I prophesy about the oil, and another time. And I really enjoy Guyana. It's a beautiful country. I like the greenery in Guyana. I enjoy we had little circumstances, but I enjoy Guyana. I remember being to the border of Suriname. I think Guyana there's a border with Suriname. Thank you so much. We give God all the praise. All right, so we are working on St. Vincent, as I said, and we are looking forward for God to do great and mighty things in St. Vincent. You have the dates. Let people know. One of the main things that we want to do is to remove this nasty vaccine from people's body. And this is what we want to do. We want to help people to live. Toronto, we don't have a person in Toronto. If Toronto is, if you can fix Toronto, we will come. We have someone in Calgary, Alberta, Calgary. We don't have someone in Toronto. So if somebody can fix that, that'll be fine. Who's that? Okay. Ottawa. What about Ottawa? I saw somebody put Ottawa. Hello. Somebody just laugh, and their laugh sound demonic. The thing that laugh sounds very demonic. When you come in, the flyer is on St. Vincent. The flyer is on. Check out the flyer on my page. The St. Vincent Crusade will be on radio. I will not be returning to Grenada. God will have to send me there. I didn't like the experience that I had in Grenada. But if the Lord send me back, then I have to go. If the Lord does send me back, then I have to go. Yes, I will be coming to St. Kitts, not Nevis though, St. Kitts. Pray for Ottawa. Yes, so we'll see what the Lord does, and we'll go from there. All right. But guys, I love you. I love you. I love you. Tomorrow is another special day, and we are looking forward. Let me drink some water. We are going to have a shipment of these copper cups. Bring great healing to your body. Yeah, so we are looking, we have copper ring, that is to copper cup, copper ring. This actually helped to, we have the copper rings. This helps to stabilize your body, and we're gonna have all of those things for sale. I am tired. I've given out a lot today. Every time I pray for somebody, virtue leaves my body. And it's, yeah. So as I said, we have copper rings. You'll be able to get those copper rings to stabilize your body. It helps with if you have arthritis. So we're going to have all of those things. Today was powerful. Those of you who bought books, products, many of you were asking for makeup. We could not bring all of those products there today. So if you want any of those things, you have to come to the shop. And then we have another line of clothing coming. As you can see, I wear some really classy stuff. We're going to have all of those things coming. All right, so I am tired, guys. I am tired. I'm going to go to sleep right now. But I wanted to remind you of those two dreams. Russia invading the UK, but the UK will not win. Mm-mm. All right. So we want to thank God. Let's continue to pray in this end time. Monta, how are you? God bless you. All right. I love you all, guys. I have to go and sleep now. Bye bye. I love you. Bye bye.